Good morning, viewers. On this video I start off on my trusty Deus 1, but then I have a go on Rob's Manticore for about 3 hours and I give you my honest first opinions in it. Okay? Right, viewers, out with Rob today.
Right.
And he's just read me the Riot Act. I was just about to switch on and he grabbed me like that, viewers. That's what you're filming. So, you're only seeing the dirt today and hopefully a few nice finds, eh, Rob?
Well, there's every chance here, yeah.
Some beautiful history right in front of us. Just what Rob's had off these fields, and maybe
medieval mainly.
Early medieval, 13th century. See what we can do, viewers, alright? So like we were saying before, this is some very productive pasture that Rob's got. 2 fields here, but having said that, now I've said that, I probably won't find nothing in this video today, viewers, for 2 reasons. Because I'm talking the land up and I'm saying how good it is, so that'll jinx me. But Rob, you've had a fairly good go over these fields, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Rob's on his beautiful Manticore. I say beautiful because it could be a pile of shit unless you bond with it. But you're in that zone now, aren't you?
Yeah, fairly happy with it now.
You're in that zone where you are bonding with your new machine, and
well, I think once you start finding stuff with it, it
reassures you.
Becomes a friend, doesn't it?
Yeah, cool. And this one has definitely got the capability to pull up some of those deeper targets. So we'll see if the Deus one gets anything. Me and Bunty bringing up the rear. Right, well I did just get a signal there, viewers. It's only a bit of lead, but it was an easy identifiable signal, so it gives me hope there's a few more. Rob's got one over there. I'm just going to see what it's like on his Manticore. He said it's deep. Right.
But can you see, just down here, you watch the blob come on the target line?
Yeah, just about see it, yeah.
I'd say even though it's not showing any iron on the screen,
it's worth a tickle. It's worth a tickle, mate.
It's really come to life now.
He's just got it out now, viewers. So
it's just a bit of a blob.
That must have been about 10 inches down, though.
Oh yeah, there's the plug.
That's a massive big plug that it wasn't in. Bit of metal.
Yeah, just a bit of lead.
Yeah, but a proper conductor though, so you did right to dig it, mate. Fair play. And it was about 10 or 11 inches down. So, like I say,
the bottom of where I've been digging.
Rob's just still in that learning curve with his Manticore, but he's getting more reassured of it every time out. Well, we've got the beautiful Bumblebee out with us, viewers. We have been worried about him, but fingers crossed. It could be a lot worse. He's still got an indomitable spirit. And I've just had a garbled, sometimes good, sometimes not good sounding signal. It was this at about 5 or 6 inches. A broken up tomback button, maybe because it's all irregular. It was sometimes giving me a good sound and sometimes not. Well, I come on this part of the field because Rob said this was ploughed 18 months ago and he's had some hammered off it. Wasn't really getting any signals. Just had a signal. You can see how deep down that is with the pinpoint, about 12 inches. I've just got it out on the last bit of the clod there, so it definitely was about 12 inches. It was a tiny scratch of a signal, and then it was broken. It just wasn't hardly anything. Let's see if it's got the appearance of what might be a nice spindle whorl, but I don't know that. I'm just guesstimating. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's not a spindle whorl that side. Has it got anything about it? Okay, flat piece of lead. maybe a palm guard. I'll give it a better clean, see if there's anything on it. Strange one, that. Strange one in the sense that, you know, you can see why I thought it was a spindle wheel when I only seen the edge. You can see the weave of material in it, both sides. Probably just a palm guard that sat in the palm of your hand like that when they were sowing sacks out in the field. Nice to get a deep target though, Bunt. Yeah. I just went over to Rob to show him that. And Buster actually, oh, you see your daddy? Did you see your daddy from a distance? The vet said he's now 90% blind now, Buster. And he does flinch sometimes out on the walks, which had me worried. They looked like little mini fits or something, but I paid my money to go and get him looked at, and the vet just said he's blind as a dormouse. Look at him, look at his little eyes. Even there, look, he's closing them. Oh, God bless you, my son. You are my saviour, you are. I've been struggling myself lately, viewers. Don't know how many videos I'll get out just now, but I'll get them out when I can. Right, we've been going nearly 2 hours, viewers. I've not had a coin yet. Is this your first one, Rob?
Yeah. Georgian farthing, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be 1700s probably. Little copper.
Thanks.
And this is not far away from where you got the gold noble, you just said.
Not far away, no.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's 5 or 6 more that you missed,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
Because we need some. The top puff box is feeling its age now, viewers. See how it's got like pixelation on it there. But something I only noticed today when I brought it out. It's all split there, look. And that holds the water. I'm going to have to get some tape on it. I haven't got my DS2 to fall back on yet, but hopefully I'll have one of the Minelab soon from Metal Detectors Online, because hopefully there'll be some stock in any week now, because this has lasted me well. It's lasted me well for like about 6 years, but it's time to go and put that one out to pasture a little bit, tape it up and leave it as my backup once I get one of the Minelabs. Right, we stopped for 11s Bunt, but it's more like half 12s or something. But Rob's just said to me, see what the farmer just gave me? He's just been chatting to his farmer for 5 minutes. And the farmer's given this. I actually thought that the farmer had just found it.
I'd forgotten I'd found that.
But apparently no, Rob had given it. I'll put it there for now, mate.
Yeah.
The funny old creatures, aren't they, Bunt farmers, eh?
He's a good one.
Yeah, nice chap. Rob's a nice chap as well. He's given me this because I brought one sausage roll. I didn't even think to grab Rob one, but it's a damn good job I did, and because the sausage roll was horrible, and Rob's actually very thoughtful. He's got me a nice. There you go, Bunt. You can have some as well. And he brought this as well for you, didn't he? Bless, Bunt. Fair play, Rob. Thanks, mate.
You're welcome, mate. And Buster. Thanks, pal.
Right, well, Rob's got his Equinox 800 with his 15-inch core. He's going to go on that after dinner, which is now. And I'm going to have a little go on this Manticore, viewers. Very kind of you, Rob. Cheers,
No
mate.
problem, mate. Fire it up.
What's that doing there?
It's the noise cancel. If you go through it, just keep your thumb on it. It'll
I
go
ain't,
from different
I
numbers. It's
ain't
going
pressing
+2,
nothing.
-2, but it settled on 4.
Okay, settled on 4.
Ground balance should be the same as before, I dare say. Oh, a lot lower. 7.
All right,
Ready to roll,
mate.
mate.
Dig everything above what, mate? Above 2?
Well, you'll
1,
find out.
2.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
dig everything, viewers.
Yeah.
Dig everything. And which is the good line? That line there.
Centre line, yeah.
Is anything
That's your target
anything
line,
that
ideally.
sticks on that target line, dig it.
Yeah, but you'll get splodges appear below it, which will be diggable targets as well.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have a little
the
tickle.
top really is where the iron comes in.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know.
Neil Jones's settings, so if anything's
blame
wrong,
it on Neil.
we know who to blame.
We've just been comparing signals with the 800 and the Manticore. This is Rob's signal. There's a big banger. Get off there, bunch. Said it sounded a bit like the Noble. At least it is a coin by the looks of it, though,
Yeah,
Rob.
I think so.
Although
Modern.
I don't think there's anything noble about it.
No.
Ship halfpenny though, mate. It has got a ship on it, like some of them gold hammers.
Yeah. 50s, 60s.
I reckon I've got my first cool find of the day and my first Manticore signal. We'll have a look now, viewers. I've jinxed my go on the Manticore, viewers, for it unpaired from the headphones, and he's trying to get it paired again. Did that come through the headphones, that fart?
Nearly. I am glad it didn't.
Oh well, give you an update in a minute, viewers. Certainly not a smooth transition for me onto the Manticore, because I'm not an out and out mine labber, but like that's the centre line, and if it sticks anywhere on that centre line, it's worth looking at. Above that's probably iron, below that can be slightly better still, but the first 2 signals coming in are between 8 and 11 on the numbers. 2 tiny little targets, so I'm going to try and get a more precise indicator on the middle and slightly higher numbers just to get me ears in, because otherwise I'll just get fed up with this machine digging tiny little bits straight off the bat. I know it's it's a great machine. I've just got to get my Minelab head on, try and dig some more responsive signals than the wispy ones. I had a target up there on the top line suggesting iron, and then there was a target below the midline which I've been told might be good, and it sounded good in the ground, but it's iron. That did sound good in the ground. Obviously I'm not here to knock the Manticore, this is just me learning it, but I got a good sounding audio, and now it's out. It's not good at all. But yeah, come on, Bunt. Bunty don't out. Bunty just zones right out and falls in these holes and everything now, viewers. There was a good target in that hole, and the best I can get now is that. So yeah, I'm on a learning curve. Really not my type of machine at all, this Manticore, but that's my fault. One thing I am finding with it, because this screen is so smart and it can tell you if there's iron above a good target and whatnot, it's slowed me right down. My target acquisition is much slower with this Manticore. I'm always looking at the screen and second guessing. You know, I've only had half an hour on it, and I've told you I'm not a Minelab person, but that screen is both a blessing and a curse. You're always ending up checking it, and I don't know whether you can see there, but I've asked Rob to offset that. The handle, the box should be on that angle. Tried to offset it to get the sunlight on it so I can see it. Maybe I have to put a light on or something, I don't know, but just going off the screen, it's in normal semi-cloudy conditions. I'm not picking up that screen very good when I'm looking at it, never mind trying to film it. And that screen is what you're always checking. So yeah. And Bunty, because I'm taking so long with each hole, he is definitely falling in all the Manticore holes. Because I'm around the hole and checking and second guessing, it's not the machine for Bunt. But maybe for a younger dog. Rumble, bumble, bumble. Oh yeah, and you can see I haven't got the Manticore headphones on because we had to get started at some point, and Rob tried to pair them for like 10 minutes, and it's only happened to him once before, and the first time it happened he paired them no problem. This second time for me, maybe the Manticore didn't want to be used by old Anglo, but anyway, they wouldn't pair. He fiddled with them for 10 minutes and gave up. Right, Rob's just pulled out, well, we don't know what it is yet, it's in the ground. He found it with the Equinox 800.
24 on the Nox.
72-ish. And a bit of a clump but on the line. So you're going for a copper or something. Alright, be interesting to see what this is.
3 decimals.
He was right. It was, what is it? Oh, it's
modern pound?
No, it's a threepenny bit in it. So I've not had any banging signals on this. I'm straight off the bat, viewers. I've been grumbling about it, but I thought because I'm trying to second guess signals, I think I need to just try and concentrate on getting a few bangers for now, don't I?
Walking and
yeah, and like I was saying about the screen being both a blessing and a curse, you think that 2D business is just trying to replace the audio a bit?
I do. I think if you're used to a machine, what you hear
can give you most of that.
What that's trying to show you on the screen, really.
Right, I'm gonna forget about the screen for a bit, viewers, and stop moaning and try and find something. Right, we're just checking signals. I was checking Rob's signal. He reckoned this was probably going to be a silver or a copper, but it's maybe been a watch bezel, silver gilded. Bunty. Typical big hole when I'm learning this Manticore. Looking enough for 3 clods come out, look. Watch out, Bunt. And it was. It was a really good one in the hole there. And it still is now. Top of the midline, right on the right hand side, and something above it. And all that's getting done is filled in. I ain't chasing that no more. This is what you're dealing with when you're learning the Manticore, or somebody like myself learning it. I've asked Rob to check it. I was going to ask him to check it with the Manticore, but he's happy with his 800.
Yeah, that to me is a deep.
Something deep down.
Good target, deep. Yeah.
Alright, well, I was going to fill it in, viewers, but a good job I've got Rob.
Could be 14, 15 inches, I'd say.
Teach me the ways.
Equinox.
The Buntanox. Alright, we're digging to China, viewers. Rob couldn't get it on his pinpointer then.
No, it's definitely here though.
Probably end up being 3 inches deep in the sidewall.
In the clay already.
Oh, we're in the clay. It's Minelab clay, viewers. Manticore. Got to be getting on for 18 inches deep now. It's got to be here somewhere now. I'll give you an update. Give you an update in a sec, viewers. Oh, it's still staying in the hole though. See if we can get it on the pointer. You think it must be in the sidewall then? Joseph. Oh gee, you have got a 15-inch on the 800.
Yeah. Usually don't have much trouble pinpointing with it though.
I'm going to take full responsibility because I'm still getting used to the pinpointing. So it was in the sidewall, Rob.
Yeah, it's down here.
And it was maximum of 7 inches.
Yeah.
But unfortunately that high tone was iron, and that did trick. Trick.
It got them at the Equinox as well, though, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean these no matter what machine, they're not infallible. Just check that.
Yeah, let's see.
In case.
It seems to be coming in steady though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, completely gone now.
Okay, so that was a high tone both for the Equinox 800 and the Manticore, but you know, you do get the odd quirky one like that. Well, I heard Rob, and there's behind you, mate, lovely rainbow, but Rob shouted, "Oh, silver!" And he's got some of the hardest bit of silver to be able to find with any metal detector. A bit of a chain is about the hardest target, viewers, well, if you're new to it, that you can get. Even a full gold chain, hard to detect chains. So to get 4 little links like that, Rob,
Yeah.
with your big 15-inch coil.
After, but, yeah.
No, but you're in your hoard area. You've got a hoard of Henry the Threes between me and the Manticore there, thereabouts. Are we in it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, here.
Right.
Could have been. Dug it, hoping for a quarter, but
I'm going to see if I can pull some hammered.
Spent on this little hump here.
What have I got to say to get the Equinox working right? I've got to be nice to it and not call it a bag of shite.
It's a bag of shite, mate. Equinox 800.
Have I got to start sweet talking it? Sweet talk it.
I think so.
It's a brilliant machine, the Manticore. You watch me get a Henry III now.
So's the Equinox.
Yes, both big bags of shite for me because I'm a Deus man.
Deus.
But you know, this is what happens. People get used to certain bags of shite, and then somebody gives them a more expensive bag of shite and says this is super double shite.
Yeah.
And I'm lost, mate. I hope you're following this, viewers. Watch out, Bunter. Watch out. Come on. No. Oh, see, now it's giving me a high tone, it's giving me iron with it, and the what should be 2 separate targets are sort of dragged from one area to the next in one big lump. So I don't know what that's telling me, whether I should dig it or not, but I'm going to. Just have to switch the camera off, swinging over that target. I hit it at another angle and it cleaned up a bit better, but the only thing I got out of the hole was a bit of iron. I didn't get anything that was masked by that. And show you, look, there's the hole there. So that one just give me that. So an hour in with the Manticore, what do I think of it? Me personally, I fucking don't like it. I'd never buy one. So that's the Deus 2 shite as far as I'm concerned. I could use the Deus 2, and I found hammers and a gold coin with it, but it was unfinished. It was lacking in the iron. Nothing lacking about the old Manticore with Stevie's learning curve. It's getting the iron, but yeah, it's not supposed to. Yeah, the 2D screen and that, it's diverting too much of my processing power away from what I like to do best, and that's just listen mainly to the audios. So yeah, there's two. Shite. Manticore, not for me. I'm not going to say the Manticore's shite, it ain't. But there's two. Unfinished French shite. Manticore, Australian complex shite. Alright. I just dug something that's not iron, but it's absolutely rinsing it down. It's rinsing it down, viewers. My phone's all full. The poor bunt, look, this is how wet it is, look. Oh, Rob's got a target though. This could change the whole day if this is two angels. If this is two gold hammers stuck together, can me and Bunty have one, Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, mate. Look, the rain coming down.
Tiny bit of fucking lead again.
Oh. Oh. If you've got a hat on, mate, you've got a hat and headphones on.
Yeah.
I've got no hat or headphones. Oh, we got washed out, Bunter, but I think the only thing we found that's worth coming for today up to now, apart from Rob and his company, bless him, is this wonderful big double rainbow. Rob is over there. Bunter's here. We might actually stick it out now. The rain's gone off. Bunter's absolutely drenched, and it's 3:30. He hasn't ate a thing, and he hasn't drank anything, so that means he hasn't had his medication. But it's sunny now. It's sunny and there's rainbows out. I'll give it another half an hour, viewers. I'm already drenched, and so is the Bunter. If you start shaking, that's when I'll call it. It's about time a hammered made an appearance on Rob's fields, because you do well on your permissions over here, don't you, Rob?
Yeah, been kind to me.
He hasn't had one. He thought he just had one, and it's just a bit of something, but he's just had that barrel tap key.
Yeah, and
that might be part of a Roman chafing dish. That might be. Oh, hang on, is that metal?
Yeah, bronze.
I was going to say it can only be.
Yeah, a bit of bronze part.
Cool.
Thanks.
Right, Bunty. Just had a nice solid mid-tone on the Manticore. I think it's just a button, but I like it. There's a mid-tone, about 18, 19 on the numbers. It's coming at 40 to 42 on the Manticore, and Rob thinks it's a hammered on his knocks. Certainly hope so. He's had about 50 hammered off this field.
But not today.
Oh,
hello.
Was it?
No.
Cheeky button.
I think so. Yeah, bastard.
It's a funny one though.
Click home.
Yeah, I can't see where it latches on. Okay, alright viewers, nearly. So, I've had about 2.5 hours on this now, maybe 3 maximum. So that's the line where you want your target to hit on that line. This is just a rudimentary explanation. And to the left, it's more likely to be small bits of lead and that, you know, mid to low conductors. I assume right up here you'll have your big milled silvers and that. Just dug a small bullet, and that came in about there on the line, on about 18. So the more I use it, the more I'm getting to grips with it. So yeah, and Rob has is still on his learning curve with this machine yet. He hasn't dialed in his ultimate perfection settings yet because he hasn't worked them out yet. But when he does, yeah, it's like any machine. I was joking before, really, although I haven't got the patience for this type of machine. But the more hours you put in on this machine, the more you'll get out of it. And I was saying to Rob, though, like Rob's got lots of permissions and that. He'll get plenty out of his Manticore. He's already had 5 hammers and he's only had it about 3 weeks. But if you're just day tripping and jibbing off to a rally now and again, unless you got more money than sense, I don't know, 1,800 quid. I would invest 1,800 quid if you got a lot of good permissions, and maybe use your dais to pay for it.